Welcome to the stream, everybody. Let me just share the stream real quick, guys. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Hey, welcome to the stream. So we have a 2 to 5 through weather risk today. We have a 2% tornado risk, 50% wind risk, and a 5% hail risk for today. The main risk is wind and hail. Sometimes you guys can expect these storms to start up. There is a little bit of a line of storms going through North Dakota currently, and there's 2% tornado risk. But this is not the main threat. It's going to be bad in Chicago. You are in a flash flooding risk and excessive rainfall risk, but you're in mostly a wind threat, mostly a wind and heavy rain threat for you today. The main risks are in South and North Dakota areas. There is some morning storms right now that aren't the main concern. The main storms that are going to be more of a tornado threat are going to start up at around late tonight, 10 to 11, around 1 o'clock in the morning almost, is when these storms are starting up. An A-triple weather model is showing these storms will start up. We also have a excessive rainfall risk for today. There is a slight risk in parts of Indiana and Illinois. There's also a slight risk in Pennsylvania. This is for excessive rainfall. And then we have a slight risk in total for severe weather in parts of North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota. 2% tornado risk in North Dakota, Minnesota areas. Also, a 15% wind risk in parts of North Dakota and Minnesota. Same with the hail risk. There's a 5% hail risk for today. The main threat is damaging wind, but there is a chance for a tornado or two. It's like mostly a type of QoCS threat, so line of storms. Look at the STP, which stands for Significant Tornado Perimeter. You can definitely see some pretty high numbers in here actually. This is at around 1 a.m. I wouldn't be surprised if this gets upgraded to a 5% tornado risk today. Because this is some pretty high significant tornado perimeter numbers, STP numbers. That's like some pretty high. I wouldn't be surprised if this most likely will get added to a 5% tornado risk instead of a 2%. The Superstar composite. You definitely see some high Superstar numbers also. Superstar numbers, the high Superstar numbers, are basically exactly where this high STP is. This high significant tornado perimeter numbers. Today definitely looks like it will be added as a 5% tornado risk for today. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, everybody. There is a 2% tornado risk for today in parts of North Dakota and Minnesota area, and a little bit of South Dakota is in this 2% tornado risk for today. The main threat, though, is damaging wind and hail, but I think this will be added to a 5% tornado risk on the next 1 p.m. update because of these high significant tornado perimeter numbers, these high SDP numbers, and also some high supercell composite numbers. I definitely think this will be added to a 5% on the next SPC update. I'd be generally surprised if it doesn't get added to a 5%. Let's get a different model and see if it agrees with this. If NAM agrees with this setup. Both models definitely show some decent STP numbers, so decent numbers being shown over here. Yeah, this definitely looks like it's going to get upgraded to a 5% tornado risk for today. That is some definitely high significant tornado perimeter numbers right now. Come on, guys. Want people to join real quick. Come up to the stream. Come to the stream, guys. Currently, I'm looking at 3 weather outlooks for today. I think today could become a 5% tornado risk on the next SPC update. There is some high significant tornado perimeter numbers being shown. This is bright teal and purple numbers on significant tornado perimeter. Come to the stream. If you just started joining, there is a 2% tornado risk in parts of South Dakota, North Dakota, and Minnesota. I think this will be upgraded to a 5% tornado risk to include some of these cities near Bismarck, east of Bismarck. You can see these high significant tornado perimeter numbers. Basically the conditions for a tornado, kind of. You can see these pretty high numbers right where there is some bright contrast reflectivity. Definitely looks like it will be upgraded to a 5%, but there is also a 15% wind risk and a 5% hail risk. The main threat for today is damaging wind and hail. Onto the stream. Really just now joining. There is a 2 out of 5 3 weather risk for today. Main threat is wind and hail, but I think they will upgrade this to a 5% tornado risk for today. It's currently only at 2, but it's still possible for a tornado or 2. I definitely think it will be upgraded though, because based on some high significant tornado perimeter numbers, this looks like it will be a pretty strong possibility for a tornado. There's also a slight risk for excessive rainfall today, so flash flooding risk in parts of Chicago and in Pennsylvania. There is this excessive rainfall risk. Chicago already had some significant flooding yesterday, so it is possible for more flooding today. Tomorrow is also a marginal risk for 3 weather, with a 2% tornado risk. I definitely think this will become a 5% tornado risk and a slight risk for 3 weather today. For tomorrow, I mean. Currently it's only a 5% wind and hail risk, but it definitely looks like it will be upgraded. Day 3, so Monday, is also a marginal risk for 3 weather. I also think this will be upgraded, because tomorrow and Monday are very similar. 3 weather-wise. Give me 1 minute, guys. Welcome to the stream, guys. Currently, we are expecting a few tornadoes to be possible today, just based off ARRR model. The HRRR weather model is showing some decent tornado potential for today. And it's going to be late today, it looks like. By around 1 o'clock in the morning, we're seeing some pretty good tornado potential. Some are expected to start off though at around 10 p.m. These storms are expected to start off, and then by 11 till around 1 o'clock in the morning, based on the HRRR model, we are seeing these high significant tornado perimeter numbers. So this definitely looks like it will become a 5% tornado risk for today. It's not yet, but it looks like it will be soon. Welcome to the stream. Here's what it's looking like for timing. And this 2% tornado risk, this definitely looks like it will be upgraded. It is not upgraded yet, but I definitely think it will be soon. Just based off this model right here. Welcome to the stream. Currently, we're expecting some severe weather today in parts of North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota. Are in this 2% tornado risk. This definitely looks like it will be upgraded. It is not upgraded yet, but it most likely will be soon. Fargo, Grand Forks, Carrington, Bismarck are all included in this 2% tornado risk. That's just some major cities included. You can see right here on this HRRR weather model. You can see these strong storms at around 1 a.m. Storms are expected to fire by around 10 p.m. tonight. But you can see these high significant tornado perimeter numbers, these high STP numbers. This is basically the conditions for tornadoes, kind of. At the same time, we also have 3,000 to 4,000 plus Cape. Definitely a lot of energy in these storms because of this high perch system. And some very high bulk shear, actually. Surprised it isn't a 5% tornado risk already. Oh, hey, Josh. What's up? There's decent max updraft numbers also. About 71. Thanks to 11 roses, Josh. About 71 dew point. Right where these high significant tornado perimeter numbers are. Thanks to TikToks, Josh. One to string one. Thank you for the finger heart, Josh. Currently, we are looking at the 2% tornado for today for this weather. This most likely will be upgraded to a 5% tornado risk, just based off this model right here. You can see some high STP numbers. Thank you, Josh, for all the gifts. Thank you, Josh, for all the gifts. Are you taking all of Kiana's spots in Title Gifter? And if you're just not joining, we are looking at possibility for a few tornadoes that are possible today. But it's mostly a wind and hail threat. Yeah, dang, Josh. Yeah, Kiana filled up my entire gallery. Before you just took it all. If you're just not joining, there is a 2% tornado risk, a slight risk in total for severe weather. Aberdeen, South Dakota. Aberdeen, South Dakota. You are in a slight risk for severe weather today. Thank you for staying alive, Josh. You are also right outside of a 2% tornado risk. You share it to her. You're right outside of a 2% tornado risk, Jack. You are in a 15% wind risk. And a 5% hail risk. Nice, Josh. She's gonna come in here and probably take it. And she's gonna come in here and probably try to take it back. But Jack, this would definitely be what they're rare today. Based on the model, though, it's not showing much these storms will hit you. At least the high tornado potential storms. Don't like they'll hit you. Definitely still be what they're rare. Storms will mostly be nighttime storms. Mostly a nocturnal risk. Welcome to the stream, everybody. If you're just not joining, there's a 2 out of 5 severe weather risk today. A 2% tornado risk that I think will be upgraded on the next SPC outlook. A 15% wind risk and a 5% hail risk. I also think the hail risk will also be upgraded. It seems like it's mostly a nighttime threat. Besides the severe weather, we also have a excessive rainfall risk. We have a slight risk for excessive rainfall in parts of Pennsylvania and in parts of Illinois, Indiana, and some of Ohio. Chicago and parts of Indiana and Illinois already got some strong, a lot of heavy rainfall yesterday. Same for the two hat and mustache, Josh. You took every single one of Kiana's spots. Besides that, we are also looking at 3 different tropical development chances. There's one near Mexico that had a 4% chance of developing a tropical storm in the next 7 days. One in the North Pacific Ocean, where we are looking at a tropical development chance of a 50% chance of a tropical storm developing in the next 2 days. Also, a 60% chance of a tropical storm forming in the next 7 days. Sorry. Right beside, there's also another tropical development chance. Thank you for showing it live, Josh. Thank you for the heart me. Yeah, Kiana is. Kiana's definitely gonna be mad that you took every single spot, my guy. Josh, what state are you in? What state are you in, Josh? I'll check what you can expect. Maine? Maine should be fine today. You're in no risk at all. You wanna be at risk? The tornado threat is in North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota. Currently, it's only a 2% tornado risk, but on here you can see that there's a super high number for STP. It's basically kind of like the conditions for a tornado. There's some pretty high numbers over here in North Dakota, South Dakota area. Make sure you guys say the city and the state. You don't want the tornadoes in Maine, Delaware. Delaware's in no risk today. You're talking about the state, not the city, right? Because Delaware's a state and a city. Hold on, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm trying to show you guys something. To open up on a different site real quick. Hold on, guys. Thanks for liking the live. Thank you for the follow. Trying to show you guys a possible hurricane or tropical storm that could develop. It's a little bit out, so I'm not completely accurate. Give me 1 second though. Arkansas? I'll check that real quick for you. Is there a specific city in Arkansas? Oh, yeah, I'll check that. Dover, Arkansas. Just general conditions for you today. Nothing severe expected for you. Just general thunderstorms. Nothing very severe. Missouri, St. Louis, Missouri. Here's Missouri. You're on a marginal risk for severe weather. Mostly a wind threat. Wind and heavy rain, maybe some small hail threat. Hold on, guys. Trying to find some real quick. Excuse me, guys. I'm trying to find something real quick. Give me 1 second. You see that? Let me just trying to find. I'm gonna show you guys real quick. Oh, I was trying to show you. I can't find it. Oh, that was the wrong one. Okay. I was trying to show you. I can't find it though. Is that there's current one of the Euro AI models. It's still like 7 to 10 days out, but it's showing a tropical wave that we have over here that just left Africa. That's on the coast of Africa. Is going to head towards Florida as a strong tropical storm or hurricane. It's not confirmed, but it is what the Euro AI model is showing. definitely looks like it's in the beginning of early August is when it's looking like it will happen. But which is what you guys can expect for today and tomorrow. For today, I think this will be upgraded to a 5%. I think that future tornadoes are definitely possible. Most likely will be upgraded in the next update for SPC. There's also a 15% wind risk and a 5% hail risk. The main threat is damaging wind and hail. There's a chance for a tornado, for a possible couple tornadoes. There's also a marginal risk for tomorrow. This definitely will be upgraded to a slight. I think this will also become a 5% tornado risk for tomorrow, and also on day 3, Monday. There is a 5% wind risk currently for tomorrow, and a 5% hail risk. Definitely looks like it will be upgraded, just based off model. Mainly for today is wind and hail, but there is a chance for tornado or two. SPC still doesn't have a. The SPC still has a 2% tornado risk currently. Wisconsin to Dallas. Wisconsin today is fine. Let me check Dallas. Dallas, Texas. Hey, Charlene. In Dallas, Texas. Texas for just in just a minute, Charlene. You should be fine, Jacob, because just strong thunderstorms. Nothing very severe, really severe expected for you. Elgin, Illinois. Should be fine today, Charlene. Nothing really severe expected for you today, Charlene. The name for today is in parts of North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota, where there is a 2% tornado risk. Still think it will be upgraded to a 5% though. These storms look like they will be expected at around 10 p.m. These storms looking like they will start. Storms look like they'll be mostly a nighttime threat. This definitely looks like it will be upgraded to 5% though, because of these high significant tornado perimeter numbers. Basically, the conditions for a tornado, for a significant tornado. See these high pink numbers? Right where this strong cell is. Main threat for today though is wind and hail. Tornadoes are definitely possible. Most of the storm does become mostly disorganized late tonight, around 5 a.m. By 6, it's going to push out into Canada. So it's definitely going to be a nighttime. Needs a 6 hand charge showing. The gallery fill. Today definitely looks like it's going to be a nighttime threat for severe weather. There are some daytime storms currently. Nothing serious expected from them. Thanks, Charlene, for the hand hearts. Nothing expected strong from them currently. Just like morning showers, basically. There's also a large marginal risk, including parts of the Ohio Valley and Illinois, Indiana, in the Midwest areas, where there is mostly a wind threat, less than 2% tornado risk, and less than 5% tail risk. So the main risk, there is also a flight risk for excessive rainfall in parts of Illinois and Indiana. Chicago did get some flooding yesterday, so may get a little bit of more flooding, flash flooding. Charlene, well, before you leave, you are also in a flight risk, Charlene, for excessive rainfall, so you may get some flooding, Charlene. It's possible you may get some flash flooding today. Yep, no problem. See you, Charlene. The main review today, like I said, is wind and hail, which are possible. Anyone in the stream, guys, I may do coverage, not for sure, but it's possible I do coverage later today if storms start to fire off late tonight. So make sure you guys follow with notifications so you'll be notified next time I go live if you're in any risk zones today. Thank you all.